Good morning, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students, scholars, officials, professionals, professors, listeners, learners, teachers, and trainers, respected mothers and fathers, affectionate sons and daughters, the most honorable present Prime Minister Saint Dr. Narendra Modi ji, availability of doctors and ministers, those who are listening from the field of science, spirituality, religion, arts, commerce, and engineering, especially advocates, advertisers, and administrators. I heartily, cordially welcome all. You are really praiseworthy, appreciable, and admirable. Your today's present sense of mind is really praiseworthy. It is very nice time, nice place, and nice action of listening to the science and spirituality with the truth. How to express time? It is very easy just by using the word it. How to express the date? It is also very easy. If we are to express the date, we start speaking with using it initially in the sentence. It is the beginning of month, it is the beginning of November, and it is the ending of September. It is easy to explain by using it initially. It becomes the driver of the sentence while speaking grammatically correct and accurate. Accuracy and correction in the words and sentences does matter. Intellectual and emotional persons, those who have expressed their feelings, out of them William Wordsworth, who has been the inventor of language, he explained it as poetry is the overflow of spontaneous overflow of our powerful feelings recollected in tranquility of heart and mind. William Wordsworth, everyone has heard his name, those who are the students of English literature. Who he was, the priest of nature and worshipper of nature. He described the nature as it nurtures us, it guides us, it treats us, and it defends us. Nature plays multidimensional, multi-sided, multifaceted roles. Nature is the creator, beginner, starter of the day and daily actions that we do in our routine, all are initiated by the nature of nature. Spontaneous overflow of our powerful feelings recollected in tranquility of heart. Time and again we keep in mind, we record, we save in our mind in the form of story or history. But the thought of William Wordsworth, who is the doctor of doctors, scientist of scientists. He writes it as, it is in the power of nature that helps us in keeping us 100% present sense of mind. Around us, we have number of natural elements and objects. Firstly, our body is made by 5 elements: air, fire, soil, sky and water. It is the starting and it is the first step entering into the world of nature. If we understand the nature of air, fire, soil, sky and water, then we go near with the geographical factors of nature and external factors of nature that we see, that we feel, experience around us in the form of plants, trees, flowers, mountains, hills, the ocean, the sky, the moon, the sun, the stars. These are the universal bodies and celestial bodies that can be counted for having the present sense of mind, that tell us how to keep our routine updated, how we can keep ourselves in 100% present sense of mind. For the protectivity and for the productivity of the different works, for making us innovative and inventive, for making us creative and generative, operative, for starting the different missions, works in our routine. This is only the nature that helps us. William Wordsworth has not left any stone unturned by his efforts. He made us understand through his poem, the word is too much with us. Means that we are to compare ourselves with our past, not we are to compare with others. It is the judgmental and judicious comparison of the life, for having life with pleasures and happinesses. If we compare our present with our past, then we try to calculate, understand the blessings and grace of God, how we have got rid from frustrations, depressions and anxieties, sorrows of life. Ups and downs come in our life, but how we can get rid? We get the lesson from our past history, records, savings, downloadings, help us in improving our present. So, Wordsworthian poems tell us that, O man, you are to compare your present with your past. You are to count the blessings and grace of God. He who is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, Almighty Lord. He was, He is and He will. In past, present and future, He is the same. For Him, nothing impossible. May be difficult for a man, but everything can become possible by the grace and bless of God. So He made us understand throughout His writings. A number of poems He wrote for making us understand. He composed, compiled constructed, inscribed with his brainchild by saying that he teaches her Dorothy Richardson, who was her sister, by saying that worldly people may defeat, cheat, beat anywhere, anytime, but it is only the nature that give us, provide us peace and prosperity of our mind and heart. About our mind, he says that informations, instructions, directions, position, situation, all these contents are covered by our mind. But heart does not appeal for these sensual and intellectual changes. All passions, emotions, feelings are stored by our heart. All WH family words that we speak, that we listen, read, write while learning the language, these are stored, recorded, downloaded by our mind. So, when our mind and heart become one, at one single point, with a single breath, when they meet at one point, means we are near the target of success. Because both mind and heart, these are the next internal organs of our success. They made us clear, they reach us at the height of success. Because success is not the name of destination, success is the name of continuity and regularity. So a man should never feel depressed and frustrated if we have 100% present sense of mind in the one stroke of breath, with having the meeting of mind and heart, then we obtain the salvation and emancipation of our soul. Our spirit, our soul that is free to flight in the sky, it becomes free. It gets rid from anxieties, sorrows, negativities, lust, ego, avariciousness, falsification that has covered its sanctity, purity, chastity. So, gentlemen, brothers and sisters, researchers, scientists, scholars, those who are listening